Hello guys, 3 weeks ago I did an art piece during my study. It turned out pretty well and I was happy with it. Was supposed to do the edit for the video, but never came to fruition, never came to me. But since you're here now, I'll just take you through a brief process of what was going on through my mind when I was creating this piece. So for this video, we're going to do a place where it was just the sketching and maybe a bit of the inking. So we're going to have more of the line work bit. Then maybe in the next video we're going to do the colors and the rendering of the character. So as you can see, as I always say, use your references. That is what I was using. Now during this process I was thinking, it started as a normal art study whereby I was just looking at the pose from the first reference that I had, but it later came and turned out pretty much different because my brain started operating creatively, which really worked out in my favor. Most of the time it doesn't, because it makes you go in a way or in a direction which you had not planned and not expected it to go, and sometimes that ends up spoiling the artwork sometimes, and you end up starting all over the work all over again. But for this case we had a very different outcome, whereby though I veered from the original idea or whatever I was planning to have as the end product, something turned out pretty well. Okay, so it had started with the general sketch piece, whereby we had the reference, the original reference from the posture. Then now I started adding some bits of African elements here and there. And then there is one element that I'd actually learned during my first year of study. I had done a bit of sisal rendering with the sisal pattern. Yeah, so that's what I actually did for that dressing over there. As you can see, as I'm doing those patterns, the way they are crisscrossing each other, and funnily enough it turned out very well. I was pretty happy with it, and yeah, it was really interesting to try and have it as my product or the final outcome. Later on with the reference, I still went back and also did the top of the character, and when I was doing also the top, I still had the reference over there, and these references always help me think of how to best approach a design, or best approach a character, or best approach a particular story that I'm trying to portray. So in the end we were thinking of a little princess out from a place in Africa who is around the coast, and that is kind of her attire. So we did that, I did that, created all the background I had done earlier first thing. Then I sort of did a little bit of color blocking, but essentially didn't place the colors as much. It was just a grayish tone, and then we also did a bit of the eyes so that I can bring it to life. I can sort of bring this character to life, and I was pretty excited with it. So if you're new here, it would be nice to like the video and subscribe, as this is what I do. We do art videos, and I hope that I will see you soon when I do the other section where we'll be doing the coloring. Have a nice time.